So I think this is the most important and key question, and in some ways it's the hardest question, right? The question about what speech is protected isn't particularly difficult, but this one is. We know that free speech is not free in the sense that there is a detrimental impact on certain individuals and on different groups that are targeted by hateful speech. And so it becomes incumbent upon all of us to speak out in the face of this type of speech. I think everybody needs to play a role, but I think it does need to start at the top. We want to see the chancellor speaking out immediately following a hateful speech incident. We want to see the leadership name the type of hate specifically, speak to the community that was targeted, whether that's anti-Semitism, whether it's anti-Muslim, whether it's anti-immigrant, anti-LGBTQ. Speak to that group and make it clear that while the speech might be allowed under the First Amendment, it isn't consistent with university values, and then emphasize that the group that it's targeted is safe and welcome on campus. I think it's key that resources be offered, not just to the targeted group, but to others. Counseling services, other support type group services, so that people have a place to go and talk about the hurt that they feel by being exposed to this kind of speech. And I think that the message, like I said before, needs to be sent by everyone. And while we all might not have the platform that the chancellor has, we all have a voice and can decide when to use it. And it may be something as small as when you hear someone telling an off-color joke. You speak up and say, hey, that offends me. Maybe it's in class when somebody is sharing an idea that you think is intellectually, problematic or lacks intellectual integrity, to challenge them. When there's a hateful flyer on campus, one option is go and make your own flyers with a different message and put those up. So to respond to hateful speech with more speech, inclusive speech.